Metzger Farm this morning for the Kids Fishing Derby. And this site is 152 acres located at the corner of 120th and Lowell. The site's actually in Westminster, but the property is owned by the City and County of Broomfield and Westminster jointly.
What's on your line? What is the fish going to eat?
The worm.
It's going to eat a worm, right?
The Fishing Derby is a great opportunity for kids to come out between the ages of 6 and 12 and get exposure to fishing. We have about 4 to 5 different tables where they learn about fish biology, casting, knot tying, regs and laws related to fishing, and so it's a great orientation for children.
That's called the clinch knot. That's the main knot used for fishing.
Then they get their own free fishing pole from Colorado Parks and Wildlife and the opportunity to fish for a little bit this morning and get a feel for what it's like out here.
This started a few years ago in collaboration with the Department of Wildlife. This is actually the first year we've had it at the Metzger open space.
The reason why I came here is we were blessed that the city of Broomfield and Westminster got together and they got us this piece of property. It's got some tremendous views, and there's a great pond here for the kids to fish in.
And as you can see from this event, to use it for things like this, to bring kids to be able to see the outdoors, use the outdoors, maybe catch a fish. The reason that the foundation does what it does is so that people can enjoy the open spaces that we have around us.
This is a wonderful event that's sponsored by the Broomfield Open Space Foundation. It's a nonprofit group that's based in Broomfield, made up of volunteers, and they coordinate this event along with the City and County of Broomfield, as well as the Butterfly Pavilion, and of course Colorado Parks and Wildlife.
We don't want to get our water dirty. We don't want that line to stay out there because that line can get wrapped up in geese.
We hand out the poles for the kids once they've gone through a series of short classes, learning fishing ethics and how to tie knots and all the different ins and outs of fishing. Then they come and get their rod from us.
There you go. And then let go. Good job.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity. Some of these kids have never fished before. Some of these kids have never had an opportunity to get out, especially enjoy this beautiful open space. So for them to get out here and enjoy both the open space and maybe even catch a fish is pretty unique, pretty wonderful opportunity.
There you go. I think you got it down. You're ready to do fishing.
I think they love it a lot. It's really a great experience and a lot of fun.
Just showing them some basic technique on fishing, how to cast, and that it's called fishing, so you got to be a little patient, right, Connor?
Yeah.
You know, for the parents, it's a great opportunity for them to learn about fishing, and if they aren't fishers themselves, they can get some orientation to that. And it's a wonderful way to be out in nature with your family. And as we all know, that's really important, being outside, enjoying nature, good for our souls.
Well, it's great that the parents are coming out here with their kids because it's a good bonding thing and they're having a fantastic time. And I know some of the parents are biting at the bit to catch some fish here, but this is for the kids.
It's really important because if you don't have patience when you're fishing, you're never going to catch anything.
It's a blast. It's great to see the kids get out and catch some fish.
This property is unbelievable. There's a lot of acreage here, there's birds nesting, there's a huge amount of history for the farmhouse, and we got this great water resource here that needs to be utilized.
The wildlife is really wonderful to watch. We have red-tailed hawks, great blue herons, owls, coyotes, fish in the pond, lots of different types of wildlife for people to observe.
Personally, I like coming out here just to sit and think and relax and watch all the wildlife going around. It's amazing what you can learn just by keeping your eyes open and being still. This is the biggest fish for the first session. Look at that fish that young man caught. You should see the smile on his face. Here's your fishing rod for getting the biggest fish in the first session.
I remember coming here when I was 12 years old and knocking on the doors and coming out here and fishing for bass and bluegill, and to be able to see all the other kids that can share that same experience. It's just a marvelous place. It's nice that it's set aside, that people will be able to use this property for generations and enjoy it.
It's gorgeous. It's our first time out here, and I had no idea this open space was here.
probably many people are aware of studies and books that have been written of late about how nature is a calming influence on children, creates curiosity. It's a great place for families to interact. Those types of things are important, and so this is an event that combines all of that in one morning.
A lot of kids are in front of video games and TVs nowadays, and they don't have a lot of experience with fishing. They don't even know that it exists. So getting them out here to have a great time and to teach them how to fish and to give them instructions on how it's done so they can come out here and just have a great time.
I think our community enjoys its open space and appreciates it. And this is a nice event to get people out. They get to meet their neighbors, and everybody's welcome. We really enjoy having it. It's a very fun morning.